Hello, there with Caleb. We are back at Last Chance Goodwill. They have a ton of VHS, and for only 10 cents each. We're back in the pickups corner, rocking the Cobra Kai Never Die, Never Surrender, or whatever the saying is. uh, but you saw the video. We went to Goodwill, our videos. We went to Last Chance Goodwill and then the main Goodwill. So let's just dive right in. VHS, they've changed their prices. Used to be 25 cents and 50 cents for DVD. DVDs remain the same at 50 cents, but the VHS now are 10 cents. 1 nickel for a VHS. You cannot go wrong with that. So some of these I just picked up because I wanted to have them on VHS, and at 10 cents, you really can't go wrong. So let's just dive right in. Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris, Sean Connery, The Rock. And I just noticed this is the Letterboxd edition. I don't know what that means. Hit soundtrack also available. So what does the Letterboxd edition include? I don't know. It doesn't say anything on the back. Huh. So I wonder what's added to the Letterboxd edition. What's different than the regular version? If you know, comment down below. That has me curious. And it's sealed. It has the plastic, but it is cut at the bottom. And then we have Lawrence Fishburne, Stevie B, Stephen Baldwin. I think this is an old Video Warehouse sticker here. So this probably was at Video Warehouse. Again, plastic, but it is cut at the bottom. Fled's pretty solid movie. Of course, I like anything Stephen Baldwin. He was at MegaCon, I guess months back now, but him and Alec Baldwin were both there. Who else big that I was? Oh, the Mummy cast was there. I wanted to meet John Hannah, because I don't know how many stateside conventions he's going to do. He's, he's Irish from Ireland, so he lives over there. He does a lot of UK conventions, but starting last year, he started doing stateside conventions. Couldn't swing the money soon enough to go, because they added the Mummy cast like a month before. Maybe, I don't think it was any sooner than that. It was 4 to 5 weeks out from MegaCon, and I just couldn't swing it. But Arnold Vosloo doesn't do conventions, but we've met Brendan, Patricia, Odette Fair we met at, why am I blanking? Dragon Con, so that was cool. But need to get John Hannah. And Kevin O'Connor, he appeared in the Q&A for one of the conventions, and then he appeared in one convention, like Chicago or something. I couldn't swing it, but if I'd known that was going to be his only one, I might try to make it happen. But you never know. People cancel all the time. You could have your flight and your hotel, and then they cancel. So it is what it is. Again, sealed, cut at the bottom. This is Cadence Martin Sheen with Larry Fishburne. Is that Lawrence Fishburne? Or is it actually Larry? Yeah, that looks like Lawrence. I wonder when he changed from Larry Fishburne to Lawrence. Huh. That's interesting. It's like when James Carey, his first appearance, comment that down below. I won't spoil it here. Look up Jim Carrey's first film appearance. Listed as James Carey, not Jim. So that's interesting. Then this I've been on the hunt for. This has been on my wish list for quite some time. That is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. All-time classic. This movie kind of reminds me a lot of my uncle and dad. They're related. Well, not. These two remind me a lot of my uncle and father, and they traveled a lot, and they both like this movie as well. Watch it every Thanksgiving, quote it all the time. So I wanted to have it on VHS because I have it now on VHS, have it on DVD, and have it on Blu-ray. I do kind of want the 4K because the 4K has the bonus disc with all those deleted scenes. There's a guy who he does videos on like different cuts of the movie. He talks about it. He brought that up. That there's a bonus disc on there with tons of deleted scenes, so I eventually want that. Does that look like a FYE sticker to anybody else? It kind of does. And then Paramount there. So this is cool to finally have, and I didn't have to pay $8 on eBay. It was 10 cents. And then this came with a squeeze and shake case. So I have a lot of horror, sci-fi, old sci-fi, and horror VHS. So that will slip onto one of those. And then Real Stories of Tornadoes by Good Times. We were really close to a tornado. It came when we lived in Eureka, Georgia, right outside of Tifton, way in the country. We had a lake in front of us, cow farm to the left, just open field to the right. Then behind us was all hay, like acres and acres of hay, and they would do the hay bales. Then way back was our buddy who had horses. But Twister coming right at us, and the lake in front of us kind of altered its path. So it kind of went left instead of going straight for our house. So I sympathize with that movie. I think we've had tornado warnings here, but nothing that close, thankfully, has happened since. Then Money Train, previously viewed. Oh, it's a Blockbuster sticker there, so that's cool. I like the artwork of that. Just recently found this on DVD, and now we have it on VHS as well. Then Danny DeVito, Renaissance Man. And our family And our dad goes along with it now, but everybody says that this is our dad's twin. Similar. They look similar, have a similar cadence. Uh, what is that? Apex? That sticker? But I've heard of this film, but I didn't have it in the collection. So for 10 cents, we're going to add that. Then we just talked about him, Jim Carrey, Liar Liar. I do have the 2-disc deluxe edition, but very cool to have this on VHS. Uh, when our dad was in McIntyre, Georgia, shout out to all of the folks down there, we would go, we had buds, we would hang out, spend the night with several, and watch movies. This technically, probably, we weren't supposed to watch. We were like 10 or 11, and this is PG-13. But we watched it, and we love Jim Carrey, so that's cool. Then we get to the DVDs. A lot of these are from Last Chance. We had a couple that were in the main Goodwill. Let me see. I don't remember exactly. This one and this one, maybe? Yeah, I think the rest of these are Last Chance. Contest. The premise sounded interesting, so I wanted to check it out. Not sure if it will stay in the collection. Sean Clark calls his collection the collection. Magma, Amy Jo Johnson. So the Pink Ranger is in this. Volcanic Disaster. So just for the fact that Amy Jo is in this, I mean, we had to get it. Especially for 25 cents. We'll check it out and see what it's all about. Probably not as good as Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones, but probably took heavy inspiration from that. Then Runaway Jury, we have on Blu-ray. DVD, we have it in a film set, so I wanted it separate from the film set on DVD. This is the full screen version, Rachel Wise, and it does have the inserts. Excited for her to come back for the Mummy 4, but it won't be called Mummy 4 because they're skipping the events of the third one, obviously. Rachel was not in the third one. Stephen Sommers wasn't directing. He won't be directing this one either. The guys, is it Spyglass Entertainment? They did the Scream 5 and 6. Then, same with this, I have in a film collection, but I wanted it separate, the full screen version of RV with JoJo and why am I blanking on his name? Josh Hutcherson. Hunger Games. Fantastic movie. Love this movie. Watch it all the time. Then this is an upgrade, have it on VHS. Anthony Hopkins, Alec Baldwin, The Edge. Pretty cool action. Kind of a suspense thriller, I guess. Then this I also have in a set, also have on VHS, but I wanted it separate. Kiss the Girls, Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd. They did another one, it's like In the spider's web or in the spider's web, something like that. But this one's good. The opening of this is really, really intense. So, good movie there. Good, well, not really an upgrade. I have it in a set, but that's cool. Then these two we got the main Goodwill. And this one's been on my wish list for quite some time. Donnie Yen, Enter the Fat Dragon, with the slip and everything. So, I guess kind of a comedy, heavily inspired by Bruce Lee, but kind of an action comedy, it looks like, akin to, like, Jackie Chan films. I don't think it's full parody like Enter the Pal. That's a crazy movie, but that's more delving into parody. This, I think, is more of like an action comedy, looks like. But I've been on the hunt for this. You don't find this out in the wild. So when I saw it, I had to get it, even for the $3. Then this is an upgrade, a good upgrade. I have this on VHS. Sandra Bullock, Speed 2, Cruise Control. So instead of a bus, they are on a yacht, a boat, which is crazy. And I forget this guy's... Oh, Jason Patrick replaces Keanu Reeves. And then this is kind of random but needed. This was sealed. I went ahead and opened it just to make sure. But these are blank DVD-Rs, which I do use. Any trip that we go on, I compile all the pictures, which is a pain because my editor, any ones that are like this, it automatically turns them to be landscape like the other ones. So you have to edit, crop them to make sure that they all are landscaped. Then I add music, and I burn that as a file, and then I put that with all the videos we took. And if it's a theme park, if there's a new ride that opened that we rode, I will download that POV and have it on there. And so it's a cool little thing, but obviously I need blank DVD-Rs to burn that trip or trips. I try and do 2 or 3 on one disc, or sometimes more, depending on how many videos and stuff. So that was cool to get for, I think it was $2, $3. So like, subscribe, share with a movie lover. Until next time, go out there, shop your local thrift stores, and keep collecting.